10 years ago, some scientists and military folk got to meddling in things they ought to have left alone. They call it a rift or something. Now the whole damn Earth is mostly empty. She's about to breathe her last breath.
Mostly.
I don't reckon I know exactly what's causing all this, but I know what I've seen and heard since then, and I think at this point I'm probably the only fellow around anymore who cares to do anything about it. See, after the rift was sparked, things everywhere started getting strange. There were a few reports, and I guess the government stepped in, so we heard nothing. Wasn't long after that when most of the population started to waste away real fast, like in a matter of days. Some people closer to the rift actually started to change. This went on for a few days, and nobody could think to help themselves. We were all just dying, and somehow didn't notice. Some of us snapped out of it.
Are you a dog?
Most everyone's gone at this point, and I figure I haven't seen anyone
but you've got a dog companion in it.
I guess the thing causing all this ain't got much else to feed on.
It's got a bit of a Fallout feel.
Even the feeders I've seen wander around are dopey. They're skinny.
What?
Hardly even alive anymore. 10 years. I figure now's a good time for me and Bounder to see if we can't find a way to shut down the rift. Maybe it's not too late for Earth. Maybe she's got some fight left in her. Had a guess. Fuck. Come on, boy. Won't be too much longer.
So you're looking at alpha.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Maybe even pre-alpha gameplay. These are more like proof of concept images for this game we can see. The game is currently in a Kickstarter.
Hey. Man, I could have used this sooner.
Those things are fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not very smart.
As you can see from the gun, clearly Ashen Rift.
Weird. Huh.
A man and his dog.
Okay, so if you're intrigued, now's the time to listen up and consider this game because it's on its last day of its Kickstarter and it's only halfway.
Empty. She's about to breathe her last breath.
It's halfway to its goal.
I don't reckon I know exactly what's causing all this, but I know what I've seen and
I'm just gonna fast forward to show you the guy, and he's here in Vancouver.
Oh wow.
Professionally and much longer, just for fun.
See your neighbor.
I had to double take to make sure he wasn't before I covered this, but he looks like Ben's brother with a beard.
Jay?
It looks like Jay in a beard.
Maybe a little. And not.
He totally looks like Jay in a really big beard.
Where is he?
Yeah.
That's not very long.
For one guy working on the game since October, he's done a lot with that footage.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So the money raised will allow me to afford a Unity 3D license and to outsource some aspects of development such as the music, some of the art, some of the voiceovers, the sound effects, and some of the programming that I don't have the expertise to do myself.
Part-time, too. He probably has like a day job.
I ended up finding this at an antique store the other day. It's like the identical one.
Wow,
At
crazy.
this point, it is barely recognizable. It's twisted and it's all rubble and there's barely anything left. All around you are the barely recognizable, still live husks of what used to be men, known as feeders.
Feeders?
Yeah.
At one point, they were bloated and massive, and now, since there's nothing left to feed on, they're wasting away. Depending on how close they are to the rift, they'll have mutated to different degrees. So expect lots of variety in shape, size, and style.
Cool. Yeah, I bet they're bigger and have more
Really
life
cool to
closer
put
to the
people
rift.
in the shoes of this man who owns a dog.
Bounder, make yourself useful. Find me some ammo.
There's a certain responsibility that comes along with that. And, it's going to be neat to see how the different players respond to that. I've already seen it with some of the play testing I've done, where some people really glom onto the dog. The game is really inspired by true blue shooters like Quake 1 and even more scenic, slow-paced games like Dear Esther and Journey, Eco, and Shadow of the Colossus. The goals for Ashen Rim are simple, but they're going to require some attention to maintain that simple and delicate balance.
I like
so for
his
starters,
log.
I really want to shy away from
Quite
the
spent.
standard trigger-happy gameplay of most first-person shooters.
So anyways, you can learn more about it on his Kickstarter. I'll show you the page for it. Oh, he's got his own dog? That's not like the dog in the game.
But the world itself and the moments of interaction within.
Here, just let me show you the Kickstarter page. So it's like got less than 24 hours to go at this point.
Crazy.
And, I mean,
They're currently at almost 25,000 with the goal of 45,000.
so yeah, I didn't end up going to these. These were the websites for that Oculus segment. I didn't
There
end
is
up.
more.
3DX chat.
All right.
You can show me later.
Yeah. So anyways,
Halfway, 21 hours to go.
yeah, he's a little over halfway with 21 hours to go. It's not looking great for it, but I've seen Kickstarters that look nowhere even close to proving their concept as well as this one has. Nowhere near as interesting, and have made their... And that's a modest goal compared to some Kickstarters that have...
Bear Simulator was like 75,000,
Oh,
I
really?
think someone said in the
Yeah.
chat.
Really?
Like this, it feels wrong to me. Like it feels like he's been grifted by the press, and I'm hoping to do a little bit of our part to get some attention to it in its witching hour.
Yeah, it
but
looks really cool.
like I don't know. And the way, if you listen to him talk, go watch the video and listen to him pitch it again. Like he seems to have his principles in order when it comes to making a first-person shooter. He wants ammo to be sparse as hell. It's interesting he doesn't invoke The Last of Us because that's that wasn't a first-person shooter, but like it seems like a sparse, grab every last bullet you can type of atmosphere that he's trying to go for.
Heavily destructible terrain it said in there too. So.
Oh, really?
And he just needs a Unity engine. I mean, that's like he's got clear reasons why he needs the funds. He needs a license for it. So I'm hoping that even if this doesn't make it, we aren't a big show. I'm probably not going to push $25,000 his way at the end here, but I'm hoping maybe some blogs are going to catch on. Hey, guys, actually, that's the best we can do with our numbers.
Spread it.
Tweet the fucking press. Tweet them about this. Be like, this thing needs an extra little kick up
Little
this
nudge.
morning, tomorrow morning.
Little kickstart, if you will.
Yeah, give it a fucking... All it needs is a little shove from the blogs, and it should be knocked over the edge. It deserves it, I think, just from what I've seen. Like I said, I've seen Kickstarters with way less to show for themselves make it through.
Aw, Canada represent.
Which? Oh, the little
flag.
flag. Yeah, there you go. Nice little modest flag.
Cute.
It seems like an oversight that he didn't... Like, to me, that's like an auto-in.
Yeah.
I almost feel...
Where is he?
There he
Where
is,
the fuck is he?
enjoying
There's
the one
snow.
snowy day we had here in Vancouver
Yeah.
this winter.
Yep. There's snow out here. I think he's pretty far south.
Yeah, he doesn't live in Vancouver proper.
It goes against every fiber in my being to try to, even in a small way, help somebody who looks clearly like a hipster.
He thanks me.
He thanked me too.
Motherfucking...
Oh,
but...
that
we
was
missed
terrible.
that totally, and I was looking.
So
But-
the reason why I decided...
Anyways, there's multiple videos that I've downloaded here,
It's
but...
okay
What?
that he looks like a hipster.
Maybe he's,
I liked his clothes.
maybe he was doing that before the hipsters started doing it. Growing beards and wearing
Yeah,
flannel.
hipsters can't have beards and flannel.
Maybe he's just a lesbian.
Maybe he's just a lesbian with his beard.
Just his beard.
Zing!